I would rather have to grind out an Armos any day of the week than have to play Dance Dance Revolution with these little freaking zippy blip things. Welcome back to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and most often badly. We have quite a few crystals. We're going to start in the light world, we're going to hop across to the dark world, and the way we're going to get there is via flute. Alright, now that we have the Titan's Mitt, we can lift these black magic 8-ball rocks. As you see, they have a little 8 on them, which I always thought was fascinating. I don't know why they have that. I know it's to give them a texture, but I didn't ever find that texture very impressive. We're going to do two things. We're going to go into this area right here and go open a magic chest. It's over there. Alright, Ether! Shing, shing! This is actually the wrong way. I gotta go over one. This area is the swamp. Oddly enough, the swamp is the mirror of the Light World desert. Some of the assets are reused, but mostly it's all brandy spanking new. And we get some rupees and a heart piece. Found a piece of heart. And before we go much further, I do want to do one other thing. And that's to go to a room that gets overlooked quite a bit. Unless you're a randomizer player. If you play randomizer, you're not going to overlook this room. Because if you have the mirror and access to the flute, you can do this. Checkerboard Cave. Because it's a game of checkerboards. Find a piece of heart. So now we are exactly one piece of heart away from greatness. And I can't remember if you can access the other... well, I don't know what's in here. I do not even remember this cave. Oh, it's some creepy guy. He'll tell you a profitable story. I don't want to hear it. I'm not here for your profit. I think it's just a stock-up area, which is not a bad thing to have here. A couple more hearts, a couple more bombs, a couple more arrows, all the great things in the world. We got the cape. Cape is going to be of great power. There's a few things on the mountain we need the cape to get. And we have a lot of stuff to clean up on the mountain, so that'll be interesting. Let me see. If I do this, does that put me right next to... I'm trying to see if this can get me to, the other tablet. I'm not positive it can. I don't quite remember, and as such, I'm just gonna... I don't think it can. It's right up there. Alright, I might need to go to the other side, which is fine. We'll get to that in due time. Alright, so Swamp has all these little diddly bops sticking out of it. And these terrible freaking pterodactyl birds. And two caves on the side and the main cave in the middle. This level starts to really ramp up the difficulty. Not to say that other areas are not difficult, because I'll tell you, the moth, if you don't have the combination of weapons we had, can actually be sneaky difficult. But this one requires you to have ether, that's sort of step number one. And then subsequently expects you to be able to maneuver exceptionally well. You'll see what I mean by that in a second, because this brings in a new enemy that is not uncommon to Legend of Zelda games, and that's Wizrobes. Alright, we're going to do this two ways. One of them, the official correct way of doing this, is the hook shot. The other way is, I believe you can do a bonk. I believe you can do a bonk. Let's see if we can do a bonk. Yep. So, if you don't have this and you wanted to skip, I don't know why you wouldn't want the hook shot in this, but you can actually bonk across that hole. So little note, if you are a randomizer player, that can allow you access to this dungeon without the hookshot, 'cause I'm not sure how many other areas have the hookshot. These are Wizrobes. They are ludicrously OP in this game, because they're often combined with positional traps, like this BMOS. So, the BMOS, to refresh your memory, fire lasers at you, if you're standing still, that I don't think can be deflected with the shield that I have, but I believe the next tier of shield can deflect them. And... Ah! Ah! Alright. Yeah, so the BMOS make life exceptionally difficult. Alright, we'll come back here later with the master key to get the item in here. Oh no, I forgot to do something. Alright. Ow! Yeah, this is just positional trap city. Everything in this freaking level is a positional trap. It's basically, if you're not patient, you're just gonna get cut up by freaking flaming everything. And it's so annoying. If you see my Illusions of Gaia playthrough, I hate positional enemies and I hate positional traps. I hate things that don't allow me to play the game the way the game was freaking meant to be played. Just gotta remember the button and do 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 do. I hate it when a game wants you so badly to not do something that it just throws enemies at you like willy-nilly. Like just randomly throwing enemies at you and forcing them into weird and different positions to make it more difficult. Like, give me an enemy, like, okay, Link's Adventure, the second Legend of Zelda game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Great example of this. There are enemies in that game that don't rely on being positioned awkwardly. They just take a ton of hits. I would rather have to grind out an Armos any day of the week than have to play Dance Dance Revolution with these little freaking zippy blip things. I find that absolutely insufferable. By the way, that freaking torch just threw freaking fire at me. Hey, look, a slug. What's neat about these slugs? Well, these slugs drop bombs. Oh, that's cool, Jared. They drop bombs when they die? No, they poop them out. These are bomb-pooping slugs. And they are absolutely 100% positional enemies. Because as you can see, they're used to block for that anti-fairy who just wants to chew you up. Oh, there's just so many freaking areas in this dungeon. It's crazy. This is the thing. This is the thing. I got a key! This dungeon is exceptionally difficult and exceptionally long. And a lot of people playing in a randomizer tournament will try to hold this off for as long as humanly possible to avoid having to burn all sorts of time in this particular dungeon. So much so that I've seen early gambles actually pay off in huge ways. And then people be punished for trying to come in here a little too early. It's fascinating, it really is. Key. It is a very standard looking dungeon though. Standard enemies. Other than the positional traps. Like another, here's another one. Here's another one. Because this didn't have enough. Look at this. Look at this. If you don't move fast enough, you're gonna get chewed up by that stupid thing. I don't know about you at home. I find that super annoying. Oh no! Bunny beam! That will turn you into a bunny, by the way. Alright, that's to return. Don't want that at the moment. Do want him dead. They're gonna spit more fire at me. I wish there was a way to defeat these guys. Hit me up in the comments if you know if there's a freaking way I don't know about to defeat these guys. I'm pretty certain there isn't. Alright. That should be a game changer. Because now everything that was closed is open and I have some keys to play with. Hey, what's this? It's a room of death. Room of death, fireballs and tiles. Room of death, fireballs and tiles. Gotta try and cut me in my face, cut me in my face. Don't wanna be cut in my face by these stupid tiles. Tiles, tiles. Was that it? Maybe I can delete these guys? I don't even know what's in here. Oh, a chest. This is a big key? Nope, compass. Useless. Yeah, it was a waste of some magic power. Oh, hey, look, positional traps. Something super uncommon for this level. Just kidding, folks. They're everywhere. So you get a freaking thing. It just wants to drag you to hell. And you get a freaking whiz robe and two things pooping out bombs. Oh, and you have to move some blocks. Oh, but there's whiz robes. Oh, that's great. Alright, oh look at this, and there's more. I wonder if there's gonna be whiz robes, of course. Yep, I don't have time for any of your nonsense. Alright, and we open the secret, because obviously unlit torches means go light the torches. I like how everything on the screen shakes except Link. Alright, now we come here, and it opens it to here, and Sarsaparilla. Lonk, it is I, Sahasrarla, the Elder! You must set fire to 4 torches. Oh, you already did that. Why are you even talking to me? And random black hole of death gives us... Oh, so close. Big key! Okay, now we're in business. And there's a portal. And the portal brings us back here. With all the whiz robes and the freaking flame cannon of death. Right. We're gonna try and harvest a fairy. Yeah! So recording like 15 episodes of this apparently is getting me somewhat good. That's where I want to go. Positional traps, positional traps. Oh, look, a positional trap. Oh, and there's another positional trap. Oh, I want to go up those stairs. Oh, but it looked like I was going to get caught in a positional trap. Oh, and I walk in here. Oh, look, there's a positional trap. Oh, and look, another positional trap. I love this game. I think it's a masterpiece. I know some people complain that it's sort of not random. It's very linear. You got the cane of Somaria. It will be very helpful if you make proper use of it, you idiot. What a mysterious cane. Okay, cane of Somaria makes blocks. Those blocks can be placed over things that are heavy. In doing so, you gain access to a whole bunch of stuff that you previously didn't have access to. Basically, it's trying to get you to use it early on so that you know of its uses. Because you're going to see a few uses as I go through, and you're going to go, huh, that's pretty brilliant. It is an excellently designed item. It is super interesting to use. It is unlike from other things in the game. It's not like, you know, the hookshot stuns things, the boomerang stuns things. The hammer is essentially a short-range sword. The cane does something tremendously different. Look, here is a thing. Hey, look, a block, and it's permanent, which means... Oh, come on now. What happened to my block? I must have accidentally brushed the button to cause it to explode. Because that's the other thing this cane does. It explodes. Which should sound super interesting, because it is. I have no idea why it explodes. But if you hit the button twice, it shoots fireballs. Oh, look, a positional trap, guys. Okay, cane, what else can it do? It cannot stop things, but you can pick it up and use it as a projectile. Making it a weapon that can deal a pretty significant amount of damage. Making it reasonably good. Not awful. Oh look, a positional trap. Ain't nobody has time for this nonsense. Oh hey look, anti-fairies. And a positional trap. Oh look, a thing you'd only know if you looked at your map. Into a positional trap. You know, I actually revised my previous statement. I really don't care for this dungeon. Oh look, a positional trap. This isn't well thought out. This is annoying. This is all positional traps. Alright. Oh god. They're everywhere. Okay, now go to this way. And that's gonna come this way, because positional trap. And we get to the boss, and positional trap. Alright, here is the mucousy eyeballs, which you can... You can sword spam, oh god they hurt, or you can hit with arrows, which I believe is the better strategy. Oh god. Well, that was terrible and embarrassing. I'm like panicking and I don't know why. I have 2 fairies and a blue potion. This should be cake. And I should just resort to sword strats if I can't do this. Oh god. Alright, blue potion time. Chugga chugga lugga lug. Hey look, arrow strats. Woo! And we get a heart. We got a crystal with a girl! Look,
Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Aghanim as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on you getting this far. Now Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside of Turtle Rock. Please hurry. Do you understand?
No, not at all. Yes, I do. Please don't repeat yourself.
May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Oh! Alright, we're on to the worst dungeon of the game. The Ice Palace! I mean that. It's literally the worst dungeon of the game. Like, I'm cringing at the thought of this next episode, because it is going to be just hideous. But hey, that's all the time we have for today. So, this has been Games Done Slow and Bad. This has been A Link to the Past. I thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, as always, hit the buttons to tell me that you enjoyed it. If you didn't, hit the button to make a comment and yell at me. If you like this, maybe hit subscribe, and thank you as always for watching, because I know you have a ton of options out there. Thank you very much, and have a good night.